What's up, guys? I'm the East Coaster fan. Today I'm off to Six Flags Great Adventure to have a fun day. Now, this is actually after HoloFest. Today's date is November 7th. So this is the last weekend where all the big rides are open. So, let's have fun, and I'll meet you there. I gotta say, I love the views in this parking lot. It's one of my favorite things about this park, actually. There's pretty much all the major coasters on the outskirts of the parking lot. You got Nitro, Superman, El Toro, and Kingda Ka. There's also Green Lantern, but I don't really consider that a elite coaster. Speaking of Green Lantern, I just heard a GP say that Green Lantern was his favorite ride. I don't know what to tell him. So my goal is to come here at least 2 more times this year, counting this time, so really 1. And that's towards December when Holiday in the Park is going on. So my goal for today is definitely to hit up the big coasters. The one that will either not be open or they'll be freezing to ride. But I also want to ride some of the rides that I think are going to go away. You see, Six Flags announced a couple days ago during their conference call that they're going to be removing 15 rides chain-wide. So I want to try and get on the things that are either old, like the Parachute Tower, or are just a pain for maintenance, like Twister. And we'll see how many I get on. Looks like I'm going to have a fun day either way. Okay, so the horn says that I guess it's open. So see you in the park. Don't be fooled by the sign. Holiday in the Park has not started yet. Nothing like being the only riders on Skyscreamer. So you can actually see that they put the Christmas tree up, but don't be fooled. Holiday in the Park has not started yet. You're going to see a lot of decorations up today, but they're just preparing for next weekend, which is when it really starts. So anyway, I'm heading towards Nitro and the right half of the park. Last time I was here, I actually didn't film a video, but I was with my friend, and we were here for HoloFest. I thought HoloFest was fun, but it was probably one of the most packed days at an amusement park I've ever had. And we didn't have Riding of the Bull this year, so I'm going to count this as my Nitro ERT. I was just walking the Nitro and I actually passed by 2 Ace members wearing the exact same shirt that I am. I'm wearing a blue Ace shirt, so it was funny. They said that they're from the Pittsburgh area and that their home park is Kennywood. So if you remember seeing me at this point in time, that was me, and a little bit of a shout out to you. So I was looking at Jersey Devil and I noticed something. There is a crane and workers. So I think they're finally back to work on making this ride a reality. I'll definitely check back later in the day, see if they install a piece. I'm actually quite surprised to see Congo Rapids open today. I guess the workers would rather be here instead of Cyborg Cyberspin. Okay, so I finished my rides on Nitro. I actually got 2. First one was pretty good, but the second one felt a little shaky for some reason. I don't know why. Anyway, our next stop is Batman the Ride. I haven't rode this ride in at least a year. I remember during Riding of the Bull, I didn't ride it. So it's been a long time. Probably gonna get 2 rides on it. It's not that busy right now. Okay, so I just got on Batman the Ride 2 times. I gotta say, in the past, I've not been the biggest fan of Batman the Ride. Not because it's not intense, it's actually really intense. But I just found it to be rough. This time, for both rides, I found it to be really good. It's running great. I definitely felt the blood rushing to my legs as I was riding. Just noticed Dark Knight is closed. That's a shame. But yeah, I was impressed. I'll definitely have to do that more often. Anyway, I'm checking this section of the park to see if I could do anything. And then I might hit up Skull Mountain and get some food. Alright, so I'm gonna check out Chop 6, see if it's open. I checked out Justice League and Cyborg just to see how things were going. Cyborg is obviously closed. But Justice League, there was a line out the door. It wasn't too bad, but I can always ride that another time. So I'll skip on it for today. But I'm gonna get some food. I'll see you then. Alright, I finished my ride on Skull Mountain. This is actually my first ride on it this year. And it was alright. I got the best seat, which is the back, but I think it was ruined by the restraint. It was definitely too far down and it took away all the ride for me. So it's time to eat. So everyone knows that amusement park food isn't the best. So I tried a couple days ago to find what was the best place to eat in this park. And this is one of the places and items that people recommended. I'm at Chop 6 and I got the orange chicken. It actually looks pretty good and I've heard good things about it, like I've said before. So let's eat. So I just finished my food here at Chop 6 and it actually came with a fortune cookie. And this is what it says. Ooh, whoops. You'll soon receive an offer you cannot refuse. I wonder what that's going to be. I just noticed that there's this little patio area. I've never seen this before. It's actually pretty nice. So I just finished eating at Chop 6, which I can definitely say is the most unique restaurant in this park. But I don't think it's for me. I could get why some people like it, but I don't know. I'd rather just stick with the normal theme park food instead of going all out like that. But it was still good. It tasted what you'd expect. I mean, this used to be a Panda Express, so that was what I was expecting. But anyway, the line for the Skyway is not that bad, especially coming from this side. So I'm gonna go down to the other end of the park. Also, I give credit for Six Flags for operating both sides of the Sky Ride. Good job. Alright, I'm on the Skyway as Skyscreamer is actually going up. I gotta say, when the line is short, definitely go on this ride. It's definitely worth it. And you get all these great views of the park. The line for the Joker is not long at all. I might need to do that later. It looks like someone's putting the star on the tree. I'll definitely have to come back here for Holiday in the Park. The log flume has not opened at all this year, and I don't think it's going to be opening anytime soon because all the water is gone. So hopefully I'll get a chance to ride it next year. It's a fun log flume. Probably going to get a ride on Runaway Mine Train. I haven't gotten on it this year and the line's not too bad. But first I want to wait for the train to go by because I want to show you this crazy airtime hill. This has probably one of the most extreme airtime moments in the park, which is fitting because it's right next to El Toro. Is that a bird up there? Wow. So yeah, I think the train just left the station, so I'll cut and then I'll show you when the train goes over. Well, Runaway Mine Train. The one thing I can say about you that's good is the layout looks nice, especially on the lake. Other than that, pop of air, the ride's terrible. But whatever. I'm gonna head towards the boardwalk area. Maybe see if I could do Kingda Ka, Zumanjaro, or Superman. Or maybe even one of the flats. We'll see. So there's a ride you haven't really heard me talking about today, and that's El Toro. And unfortunately, it's because the whole area is closed. Now, I knew this before coming, but I think it's still sad that this is the main reason that I was coming for this last weekend in November, because I knew all the really big rides were going to be open. But unfortunately, this one was unable to. And what's even worse, we can't even ride Tango. Bummer. Kingda Ka is having some type of maintenance problem right now, which is normal. So, time to go on Zumanjaro. So I just spotted some workers fixing this track section of El Toro. So that's why it's closed. I was curious as to why. But as you can tell, I'm in line for Zumanjaro. I love this ride a lot, so I'm excited to get back on it. If only there was a dueling coaster in this spot. This is kind of hard to see through the gate, but it looks like the safari is still doing pretty good business. I still wish it was inside the park again, but I'm glad people are enjoying it. Wow, I just love going on Zumanjaro. It's amazing. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm gonna be doing it again because the line is pretty long. So I'm gonna check out Kingda Ka. Unless it's like an absurdly long line, I'm gonna try and do it because this is the last opportunity to ride it. Speaking of Kingda Ka, here it is now. Yeah, so I'm gonna see. I am running a little low on time, and I'm gonna see how much I can fit in. But I'll see you at my next destination. I decided to skip Kingda Ka today. I went on it last time, so I kind of already got the experience already this year, both day and night. And there's just other things I'd rather do. They might not be as exciting as this, but it's something different. So I'm gonna head to the Superman area, check on that line, and if that's very long, I'm gonna try and do maybe the Parachute Tower and maybe Twister. We'll see. So as a child, the Parachute Tower was one of my favorite rides here. And unfortunately, it seems like this is one of the rumored rides to maybe be leaving the park. So I definitely want to ride it before or if it leaves the park. It is the only one left in America, so it would be really sad if it leaves for good. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully it doesn't leave though, because I really like this ride. Alright, I got off the Parachute Tower. That ride's a classic. I really hope that they don't remove that. Or if they do, at least bring back the Coney Island one. Anyway, that screeching that you heard is going to be the next ride that I go on. Twister. Now, I've not heard good things about this ride, but I've never been on it before. And this is another one of those rumored rides to be leaving the park soon. So I might as well get on it. I'll tell you how it is. Okay, so I just got off my first ever ride on the Twister. It's actually my first Huss top spin as well. And I gotta say, this is gonna be a controversial opinion, but I actually enjoyed it. That was pretty fun. I would be upset if they remove this, especially since the park doesn't have a lot of thrilling flat rides. They're improving, but especially compared to like Dorney Park, yeah, they could use improvement. Speaking of Dorney Park, they used to have this same type of ride there called Hang Time, but I never got the chance to ride it. But it was a good ride. I had a good time. Alright, Six Flags, if you're gonna remove any rides, please remove this one. This is the Great American Road Race. This is go-karts, and literally, you could put anything better in this spot besides go-karts. Also, it's right next to this unused building that probably only has a haunt inside of it and nothing else. And then the slingshot here. So you have all this space to really put something in, and it can count as some of the rides that you remove here. So that's my advice about running the park. Don't remove that, and don't remove that. You know it's gotten crowded here when there's a line to get tickets for the extreme rides. Here's a decoration around the carousel for Holiday in the Park. It should definitely look nice when it's all lit up. Houdini is another ride that I've actually never been on before, but I know how it works. And just like El Toro, it's closed for the season, so I won't have a chance to enter, unfortunately. But it looks cool. I'm at the Sugar Shack to get a Belgian waffle, but I noticed that it's a little hard to see, so I'll try my best. But they've already set up to sell s'mores here. So they had no more of the Belgian waffles, so I went for the green apple soft serve. Again, I've never had this before, so I'll try it and tell you how it is. Now you see it, now you don't. I forgot to tell you how the ice cream was. It was a little interesting at first. I had to get used to the green apple flavor, but in the end it actually turned out to be pretty good. I mean, I'm a big green apple type of guy. Like, I love the green apple Jolly Ranchers. Sometimes when I get like Italian ices, I'll get green apple. So it was definitely a good thing to have. Plus there's a bunch of other flavors as well. But I still was kind of hoping for the Belgian waffle. So maybe next time. I gotta say, being November, I thought it wouldn't bring a lot of crowds today, but look at the line for the Joker. That's crazy. There's a line to get a freaking locker for Joker. Maybe next time, Joker. So I'm gonna show you the two last rides that I think could be in danger. The first is the Buccaneer. Now, let me just say, this is like the worst pirate ship I have ever been on. This and Hershey Parks. It doesn't go high, and it's not exciting at all. Plus, it always gets super long waits, so I would not be upset if this went away. However, here's the Swashbuckler. And even though this is a carnival ride, I love this ride. This ride is amazing. And I would be really upset if this was torn out because this has also been with the park for a long time. Hopefully it stays though. Alright guys, I'm going to head out of the park. I did have a pretty good day. It got a little crowded at the end, but that's fine. I feel like I always say that whenever I visit parks, but that's how it works. My original goal was to ride the stuff that was going to be closed next weekend, like El Toro and Kingda Ka. Well, El Toro was closed and I decided not to do Kingda Ka, so that didn't really work out. But I still think I was able to do a lot of cool stuff, like riding the Twister for the first time and trying Chop 6. So I think it was definitely a good day and I'm glad I visited. If you liked this video, please make sure to give it a like. If you really liked it, make sure to subscribe. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye!